Good morning students, myself Shravanti. Welcome to today's 10th science class. In today's class we are going to learn the topic on electricity chapter, that is heating effect of electric current. Heating effect of electric current. We know that cells, the source of energy. In cells, the chemical reaction which is happening inside the cell, it releases some energy. That energy helps the electrons to move from one place to other place. Okay, so the source which is releasing energy, it converting into work. This energy helps to work the electric gadget, and along with that it produce some heat in electric gadget. Okay, so this work and heat, how to find out the work and heat in an electric circuit, that is today's topic. Okay, so the work done in an electric gadget we can find out by using the equation. The work is equal to VQ. Okay, the coulomb, the charge flow in the potential difference from between 2 points. Okay, that is work. Next, power. The power input to done V by Q work. To done V by Q work, how much power we are giving, how much power is using in a particular time. That is power input. We can measure the power input by using the equation VQ by T. We already know that movement of a charge in a unit time is known as current. Okay, so instead of Q by T, I written here directly VI. So power input is VI. Okay, and the next one, heat. The heat which is producing in an electric gadget after doing the work. Okay, so if we are using the fan for a long time, it used to get some heat. Okay, and that is heat producing in the electric gadget, and the work means the fan blades which are running, that is the work here. Okay, and this heat we can measure by using the equation heat is equal to VIT. If we apply Ohm's law for this, then we know that Ohm's law is V is equal to IR. So heat producing here, instead of V, I written IR. Okay, so by this we will get the Joule's law equation. Heat is equal to I square RT. Okay, and the next topic is practical applications where we are using this heat. Okay, Joule's law, where we are using this Joule's law is in bulb filaments. We know that the bulbs which we are using in our homes, after getting some heat, it glows. But the filament will not melt because it is preparing by using the tungsten metal, which is a strong metal and which is having very high melting point. Okay, and in this filament, to protect this filament inside the bulb, they used to fill chemically inactive nitrogen gas and argon gases. They will not react with tungsten filament and they will protect it. Okay, and next in one more gadget we use this Joule's law, that is fuse. Fuse is it is made of metal, and this is having a particular melting point like copper, iron. In an electric circuit, fuse is arranging in a series, and it controls the flow of electricity. If any time the electricity came more in the electric circuit, then the fuse will melt. Automatically the electric circuit will break. Okay, so by that we can save the electric gadgets. So Joule's law is helping us to prepare the filaments, and it helps to save the gadgets by using fuses. Okay, and the next one is electric power. That power we already learned now. The power input is VI. Okay, and the same one, electric power is called VI. Okay, and see if we will apply same Ohm's law here, instead of V, if I will write IR, I will get I square R. Instead of I, if I will write V by R. This is also Ohm's law. get the equation V square by R. Okay, and this is the electric power. Electric power, and electric power units are watts. Watt is very small unit, so normally we used to measure the watts in kilowatts. We used to take power in kilowatts. And the next one is electric energy. Electric energy is nothing but the product of power, electric power and time. Electric power and time. So the electric energy units are watts hour. So 1 kilowatt hour is equal 3.6 into 10 to the power of 6 joules. Okay, so that is electric energy units. That's it.